Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh and this is your JIS News for Friday, November 17. Finance Minister Audley says Jamaica's debt to gross domestic product to GDP ratio will continue its downward trend by the end of the financial year. Minister Shaw was speaking on stability and growth trade-offs at the IMF High-Level Forum on Thursday. The finance minister says that coming from a high of 150% in 2013, the country's debt to GDP ratio now stands at 115% and should fall to around 108% by the end of March 2018. This, he says, is credited to the country's debt consolidation measures.
We're going in the right direction. Private sector credit as a percentage of the total commercial bank credit has increased over the past 2 years from 39% to 48%. Non-performing loans are in fact down, and the macroeconomic variables are all pointed in the right direction. Growth is beginning, though nominal. It should be approaching 2% in this fiscal year.
Minister Shaw says having achieved this stability, steps now being taken are to support aggressive growth and investments in the private sector. 3 entities have signed a Memorandum of Understanding to provide institutionalized support to micro, small and medium-sized enterprises, MSMEs. Led by Jamaica Promotions Corporation, JAMPRO, the other signatories to the MOU are the Jamaica Exporters Association, JEA, and the Jamaica Business Development Corporation, JBDC. The signing forms the basis of JAMPRO's third export development program, Export Max 3, which aims to attract approximately 40 MSMEs for participation. The Export Max program is designed to improve export business performance and competitiveness of the participating companies. Energy Minister Dr. Andrew Wheatley is reassuring the public that the government-owned refinery Petrojam has adequate oil supplies and is receiving oil products for public consumption. Dr. Wheatley gave the assurance in Parliament Tuesday as he updated the country on recent developments in the sector. The most recent of which is the decline in oil supplies from Venezuela, part owner of Petrojam. There's also been a temporary halt and delay in payments to the Venezuelan government due to an executive order issued by the United States. But the minister was quick to add that the Jamaican government has been exploring all available options to resolve the ongoing issue and safeguard the viability of its assets. Among them is the possible repurchase of the 49% stake held by the Venezuelan government in Petrojam.
The government of Jamaica is now seeking further intervention at the highest diplomatic and political level in Washington. And this effort, Mr. Speaker, is being spearheaded by our Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade.
The tourism sector has earned $2.343 billion for the first 10 months of the year, a 10.8% increase over the same period in 2016. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says at this rate the country is in good standing to reach the $3 million mark for the year.
That would be something very special because we would break a new threshold. But we are going to break another threshold. Because at current going, we will make 4 million visitors for the first time in our history the first week of December this year.
Minister Bartlett was speaking at this week's media launch of the 2017 Tourism Service Excellence Program TSEP Awards. TSEP is open to organizations and individuals who have exhibited exemplary service in the field. Nominations are being accepted up to 4 p.m. on December 22. And finally, the Education Ministry has received 130 handheld metal detectors and 5 walk-through metal scanners to assist schools in dealing with incidents of violence and crime prevention. This is part of the ministry's Improved Safety and Security in Schools project. The 2-year project is receiving $3 million in funding from the USAID, while government is providing $1 million. Education Minister Senator Ruel Reid says Edith Dalton James, Brownstown, Anchovy, and Norman Manley High will be the first schools to receive the walk-through metal detectors. At this Wednesday's handover ceremony, Senator Reid said safety and security was the #1 priority of his ministry.
The long-term strategy is to socialize in terms of building greater resilience and self-control. We're continually putting more resources into our schools to enable our stakeholders to better manage a myriad of challenges.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.